Good morning, and Merry Christmas. Not quite. Oh, do I have a story to tell you? My old man told me this one. Though my folks also told me don't trust people with a first name the same as their last. Anyway, I'm Leo Leonardo. I'll be your guide throughout this Christmas story, and more accurately, the birth of Jesus and how it really happened. As most Christmas stories usually go, we begin ours with three magi, more traditionally known as wise men. They were most likely traveling with a whole caravan, but the production budget of my imagination is very little. They're enjoying a nice night by the fire, conversing amongst themselves, when they look up and see a shining star. Being as knowledgeable in prophecies and astronomy as they were, they knew this only meant one thing: the birth of Jesus, the Savior of all mankind, and the King of the Jews. They packed up their things and began their long journey to follow the star. Sometime later, the star, known as the Star of Bethlehem, had disappeared, so they stopped in Jerusalem, the capital of Israel. Soon after, the word of their presence was made known to the king. The Roman-appointed king, who went by Herod the Great, was very startled at the threat of losing his throne, to a baby, for that matter. Can you believe that? A grown man, scared of a baby. Even though Herod was appointed king, he was hated by the people of Judea. His family did not come from Jewish culture. His father, Antipater, was the first one of his family to convert to Judaism, so he had no bloodline tied with the house of David, or in other words, had no right to the throne. However, Jesus was the descendant of King David, giving him a tighter grasp on the throne over Herod. So Herod summoned scribes and scholars, anyone who had knowledge of the prophecies surrounding this new king, for he was trying to gather as much information about the successor as possible. After his deliberation with the scribes, he figured he had enough to set a trap for the wise men. So he called forth the magi from the east. The magi seemed very troubled being in the presence of Herod, but all the while they asked where Jesus, the King of the Jews, would be. Herod would have likely responded with a sarcastic reply, saying that he is King of the Jews, but the wise men said the star they were following fulfilled the prophecy of a newborn king. With this, he gave them their answer: Bethlehem. He wanted to know when the wise men first saw the star, so he could figure out how old the child might be now. So they answered accordingly, not really thinking much about it. Little did they know. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Herod asks one final thing from them: to report back to him once they have found the exact location of Jesus in Bethlehem. The wise men agree and depart from Jerusalem, as the star has appeared again, continuing their long journey to visit the Savior. But this left me wondering, what does King Herod really want? Is he in search of Jesus to bow and worship? Or is he searching for Jesus for his own good, and in doing so is more sinister than he comes across? Well, I guess we'll just have to see.